Hey friends, to make up for the skimpiness of my last haul video, you're going to get an extremely huge video. There's a lot of stuff here, and I do like to talk a lot, so you know, who knows how long this is going to be, but I'm in a great mood about it. Today was the first day that my mother-in-law Sue felt like going thrifting, and we went to, well, she had a doctor's appointment, then we ran a bunch of her errands and managed to hit 2 thrift stores today, and I hit a thrift store on Tuesday as well. One of these thrift stores was the same, the Second Chance thrift store, and it's only about, oh my goodness, maybe 2 blocks from Sue's house. So that was good. I mean, I don't mind going more than once a week. Tuesday was the seniors 20% off day, so that was nice. And then today was just delightful to get to go and see Sue enjoy shopping for the first time since her hip replacement. She's doing great with her hip. She has pulled a muscle in her back from all the physical therapy. So her doctor said no more physical therapy until we get your back healed up a little bit better. So pray for my my sweet Sue, pray for her back, and I know she will feel your prayers. All right, so I'm gonna dig into the Tuesday items. Let's see, what can I go ahead and show? Now, I think this also, this may have come from, can you see how big this is? Look at the detail. Can you see it? Well, I'm sure you're saying, I'd have to be blind not to see that. All right, it's pretty big. It looks like it's about 24 inch by 24 inch. And I think I only paid $3 for it. And I swanny, I don't remember where I got it. I'm just crazy. I don't have a good excuse for not remembering where I got it. And by the way, I'm sitting on the bed in the Grandma Moses room, and there's so much stuff. There's just so much stuff. And it could be better organized. I mean, honestly, it could be. But I don't end up crafting in here. This is a good place to keep some of my stuff. But it's not where I end up actually doing my crafting because my people need me so much. It's better, I'm better off just to take what I need to the dining room table, which is in the middle of the living area, you know, between the kitchen and the living room, front door, back door. You know, I need to be where people are, or else I'm having to stop what I'm doing every few minutes to tell somebody where the dadgum butter is, or something. Or do we not have any fabric softener? Or, Mom, I thought you said you bought so-and-so. And I'm like, well, it's right there. Where? They can never find anything. Okay, Lisa Roberts, I wasn't kidding when I tell you that when I buy a little dress, this is an A-line dress. You can't really see. It's summer type. I don't know what you call this kind of neckline, but I love it. It's real comfortable. And if it has a belt on it, that belt becomes my headband. And I wasn't kidding. She thought it was hilarious. And I guess she thought I was making it up. But look, I'm not making it up. But if I don't use the belt around my waist, I tie it around my head. Not even kidding. Okay, so that's that. Oh, this was actually thrifted, brand new with tags for $5.99 actually, at a brand new little thrift store in my town that I don't even know the name of, and I'll have to drive past it and see if it has a name, because it just has a sign that says thrift store. I was like, when did that come up? I've never seen that in my life. So I think they're a little bit new. All right, carry on, girl. Now listen, for $5, I know I already have one that has cake embossed on it, the word cake. But for $5, here's my deal. When I go to Second Chance thrift store and I see something in there, if it's still there after I have seen it 3 times, and I do like it, I'm just going to get it because I'm like, if it's still here after 3 times, obviously nobody else knows what to do with something like this. And I can think of like 74 things. And you'll just have to watch one of my thrift flip videos to see what I do with this vintage aluminum cake cover, which, you know, I could sell. I could list it. I could sell it. I could put it in a booth. I don't have a booth right now. We're taking a break from booth, but you'll just have to wait and see. You can't imagine what my brain comes up with. Oh, look, I see a price tag. This is $5. Okay, I thought I paid $3, but it's $5, but it's solid wood, and I still think that's good. But you know what? I think green tags were %% off wherever I got this. I'm having a memory, but not a clear one. Okay, I've got so many things. Oh my goodness. All right, Tuesday at Second Chance Thrift Store. They said they had just emptied a storage unit of someone who had collected lovely antiques. And I found some of the best old junk. The best old junk. Okay, this was hanging on the wall behind the cash register. And when I saw it, 1943. When I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, they probably won't sell it because the stuff behind the cash register, sometimes they don't sell. It says The Travelers, Hartford, Connecticut. I believe that's insurance. And yeah, it's a little raggedy. And I haven't even looked at all the different months. I don't know. Because when I saw our founding fathers over here, I was like, Americana. What's up? Up until like 2 years ago, I didn't even decorate for the 4th of July. I was missing out all this time. I love vintage Americana. This kind of stuff. Oh, and speaking of which, okay. Oh, I've got to be so careful with our founding fathers. I paid $4 for our founding fathers. Aren't they beautiful? Look at that. Okay, that's going to get... I got to get on it. It's almost 4th of July. And I don't even have my... But, you know, we've been camping and we've had a new knee. My husband's got a new knee. And my mother-in-law's got a new hip. And there's been so much happening that I just haven't done all that I thought I would be doing. But I'll leave it up even like all the way through July into August because I won't be tired of it yet. And that's fine. Okay, so these are exciting. All right, I saw this framed art. This is one of those things that I saw it at least 3 times before I finally said, you know what, it needs to come on with me because this looks like Americana. It is. Look at this. How wide is this? I don't know, 24 inches by 10 inches, something like that. Okay, it says Donaldson High School. And the artist, Phil Ponder, I did look him up. And he is from Nashville. This sticker back here says Robbins Gallery and Frames from Nashville, Tennessee. So that matches up with what I did find. Okay, I think this looks like Americana. I paid... Did I pay 3 or 4? Maybe I paid 3 for our Founding Fathers calendar and 4 for this one, but it wasn't much. And then it was 20% off that because I'm 55. You know what? I love this 55 business. This is the best ever. I'm happy to get that discount. That's great. All right, so this was up there, and I had seen it at least on the 3 previous times I had walked into that store. But what I had never seen, and this was a new one, well, a new, very old. I think they might be policemen. I can't tell. It's crazy old. And it's got a lot of damage over here on this side, which, you know, I don't care. I don't care if it's got damage. Do you see these fellas? Don't they look like policemen? When I first took it off the wall and brought it home, or, you know, brought it to the cash register. Then I got it home and I was like, wait a minute. I thought they were military, but I think they're policemen. I would love to know more about this. But okay, ready for this? It's got zebra duct tape. I think that if I were to remove the zebra duct tape and look behind there, oh yeah, look. Why would anybody put zebra duct tape over these gorgeous, why? Look at them. Oh, that's why. That's why, because that was falling apart. But look, it's the little rusty nails business that I love. That's why they did. Oh, we can do something more period correct than zebra duct tape. What I really would like to do is carefully explore down into the layers of this thing. Yeah, that was standing like this, most likely in somebody's garage, and it got water damage. But I'm going to display it some kind of way in my home. And dadgummit, I've got to make time to be home. And that one was for sure only $3, because I remember thinking, the girl that works in there, she said it was so damaged I thought about just throwing it away, but then I thought of you. I was like, I resemble that remark. The things that are so bad that you could throw them away. That's how I got that little ugly doll, that little tiny ugly doll. And she didn't even charge me for that doll, because I had already checked out, and then I saw it in the glass case under the cash register, and I said, oh, let me see that little doll. And she, which Joel calls it the creepy doll. I realize it's a little bit ugly, but it's cute ugly. It's so cute to me. So Joel takes, if I've got it sitting somewhere, he takes it and he turns it around so he doesn't have to see his face. That's so funny. But she actually just gave me that doll because she said I started to throw it away. I didn't think anybody would want it. But then I said, I want it. And she said, well, you can just have it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay, I said I wasn't going to do any more dogs. I really did. I mean, I'm not doing any dogs. Just any dogs. I mean, I'm not doing them like from the 60s or the 70s. Or even like late 50s. I'm holding out. Now this has got a little more detail painting on its face. But I paid $3, but 20% off. Cocker Spaniel, adorable. And I got an idea of what to do with my dogs next. I realized I wasn't good. Now, I don't want to collect stuff just for collecting's sake. Like, I don't go in saying, let me find 17 more dogs so I can have a just gigantic, enormous, big old pack of dogs in my house. That's not what I'm doing. These things find me, said every hoarder who ever lived. It did. It found me. And it's not the only one that found me. There's another one in here somewhere. But I'm trying to just gently pull out of the box as I come to. As I come to it. Oh, this will be a toy for my granddaughters. $2. I thought it was, look at the face. I thought it was from that cartoon Spirit. But when I looked it up, it appears to be from some other maker. But it really does look like it's got a print. I looked at all the personal places of this horse trying to find, and I did find on the inside of one of the legs somewhere, it has an embossing, and I looked it up, and it's, I mean, you can tell it's really well made, and it's a good thing because it's almost flexible because it's a little bit more rubbery, not as brittle as just a plain cheaply made plastic toy. I feel for sure that the grandbabies will try to sit on it. And I think it'll be okay. I think that it would fall over and it wouldn't break it. But if it did, it was only $2. And I love for my grandbabies to have things like that to discover when they come to my house. All right. What else did I find? Oh. Why am I finding these flags without the stick? I don't know. but I am, and that's fine because they make really great layering, staging pieces with some of this Americana goodness that I'm finding, and I am going to continue to enjoy it all through July. Because here we are, it's the 23rd. It's my father-in-law's birthday. He's 88. We went to the bakery and got him a cake and said, "Do you have time to write happy birthday?" And they said, "Yeah, sure." So my mother-in-law, Sue, says, "Just write happy birthday, Bob." And the girl says, "Fine, yeah, sure." So she goes out there, and then when the cake comes back out for us to look at, if it didn't say happy birthday, Mom, and Sue and I just burst out laughing. She said, "Oh, I said Bob." And the girl just thought we said Mom, you know, but I heard Sue. She really just, she pronounced it fine. It just, you know how you hear what you think you hear. So they repaired it, and it was beautiful. So anyway, where was I going with that story? Oh, today is his birthday. Today's Bob's birthday. And I don't know why I mentioned that. Oh, because I'm saying today's the 23rd, and it's not very long until the 4th of July. But hopefully I will get this published quickly and soon so that I'm ready to, I want to do an Americana video, and I hope it's not one day before the 4th of July when I get it posted. But if it is, either love me or don't. I'm not in control of my life. I'm just really not. Okay, this was another one of those things that it's cracked all to pieces. It had been there at least 3 times before. Nobody else was willing to get it. I still think it's absolutely gorgeous. And according to the mark, now I paid $5, but 20% off. It's got big chips. It's been glued back together. I mean, this thing has met its maker. I mean, it fell completely apart and has been completely glued back together, but I still think it has a charm about it. I have plenty of items that are not broken into bits that I would not have to use a broken to bits item to use as decor in my home. But call me crazy, I still think there is such, it's so interesting. Just look at the flowers. This thing's gorgeous. I still see worth in it, said every hoarder who ever Y'all, do an intervention. Pull me aside and say, "We love you so much, but it's getting to be crazy. You're getting, well, you know what? I think I'm past that point. So never mind. Never mind. Just let me be happy." Okay. $2, but 20% off. Look how lovely. I've got another platter that is even more stained and crazed than this one. It's darker. So they will be pretty little partners, pretty little mates somewhere in my decor. And I love finding things like that. All right. My daughter Mallory recently gave me a little tiny oil lamp that I have already put on top of my china cabinet with my other clear glass oil lamps. I've got some colored glass, but I like my clear ones to be in a little grouping all together. And I found this one. It says $5, but it was 20% off. And it works. It absolutely still, the wick thing still works. And so cute, so cute. So cute, love it. Man, I meant to give this to Sue. It's a little teeny tiny light with a cat on it. She's the queen of kitty cats. She's so good with kitty cats, and I like to find cute little things with cats on it. I think I paid 50 cents for that. Not very sure. Wasn't much. Oh, I forgot about this little stack of things. Okay, you know I have a grandson due in September. And this says 0 to 3 months? 0 to 6 months. Little swimmer outfit. In September in Alabama, it's still hot as snot, y'all. I mean, we'll still be outside doing water things. And I don't know, I mean, this, you know, this would probably, I don't know, he might be a big boy. If he's small for his age, it could work in the spring. If not, he can wear it a little bit when he's first born, because you know how newborn babies are so long? It's ridiculous how long their bodies are, but their little arms and legs are short. They got a big head, long body, and little short limbs. And even though that looks very long, that won't be too long on a very newborn, you know, by the time he's a couple weeks old. And then, you know, how can you resist for $1 something a piece? Little blue jeans. There's a pair of blue jeans. And I thought after the fact, I was like, well, you know, the twins are going to be handing him down all their best stuff that they didn't destroy. But did I remember that when I was buying 3 pairs of cute blue jeans? No, I did not remember that. Those are 18 months, so, you know, it'll be a little while before he gets to those. And this was just a good little Oshkosh pair of khakis. So, you know, I could have skipped those, but I didn't, because I didn't remember that the twins have 40 billion items that they would be given to the baby. I have never in my life paid $3 but 20% off. I've never seen pastel Sharpies. Will they even show up? What will I do with them? These are questions that even I have no answer for. I don't know. I bought them. I bought them. Where am I putting my stuff now? Because see, I'm trying to unload these boxes. Oh, look, it's my other dog. Can you guess? I don't think I have a dog that looks just like him. He was only $2 too, but 20% off. Look at those big ears. Is he a Scotty? I thought maybe he was a Corgi. But when I looked him up, I think Scotty is what other people are calling this dog. And I didn't find one that has absolutely no details painted in. Most of the examples I found had even some just had pink, just a little bit of pink for the ears and nose and around the mouth and everything. But I love that this one's all white. I've never had an all white. It's obviously a planter, and it's precious, so cute. So wouldn't it be amazing if it had survived since the 1940s, and then it comes back to my house in the Grandma Moses room, and I clank them together like we're having a great big party. Well, if y'all ever feel like you clank things, just think, but Marla clanks things all the time. And honestly, I clank things, but they almost never break. Okay. Okay, last item from that day. This is an underplate for a gravy boat. What do you call it, Lisa? My sister Lisa knows everything. Okay, I paid $2, and it is very beautiful to me. And you know, I have found some plates lately. I don't have the gravy boat. Is it a boat? Gravy vessel? I don't have the gravy vessel that looks like this. But this is so pretty, I don't want to cover it up anyway. I want it to show. It's the Loch Marie of Scotland. It's so pretty. Okay. So, all right. This huge box can maybe, I don't know. I'm afraid to do too much moving of things, because what if I were to break something? Just what if? I almost never do. Occasionally I might, but I almost never do. Okay, my leg's falling asleep because I'm sitting on the side of the bed. Okay. Some of this stuff, oh my Lord, there's things down there too. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to start with things that I have found today. $2 for these 2 that used to be a set of 3. I feel sure, because look, there's an empty space on the top. These are Woodwick brand candles, and they smell awesome. They smell, I love rich woodland cedar kind of smells, and that's what these are. But they are Woodwick brand, and this one says Fireside Perfect Harmony, And I can't read that when it's faded off, but they still smell wonderful, and they've got the little wood wick, and I paid $2, and there was not a senior discount today. Oh, but they were free. My stuff that I got today was gifted to me from Sue. So today's finds at the Second Chance Thrift Store are courtesy of Sue. They are a Sue haul. Okay. Now, I picked this up thinking, well, how timely and appropriate for the 4th of July season. I did not have any idea that it might have some worth, but I found a couple of listings. Oh, I showed it to you upside down. I'm sorry. Japan, Andrea by Sadek. Oh, okay, Lisa, you'll just have to educate me on the pronunciation. I don't know. But when I looked it up, I gasped a little. Let's try not to break this one. I'm going to set this one back over here on the dresser. Because I think it might be worth something. Because it's definitely exactly the thing that I found listed. Definitely exactly. Okay, time out. I gotta have a break. Not a break, just a drink. Okay, I have paid, well, the sticker's off of it, but I paid $2. Sue paid for me $2 for this Easy Stitch perforated tearaway backing for machine embroidery. I do have a machine that does machine embroider, and 8 inches by 5 yards. That's a pretty good little. It's a pretty good little spool of this stuff. So that'll do lots of little projects. That'll be great. $1 for these command strips, new in the package. It says they're for picture hanging, but you know, there's no telling what I'm liable to use them for. They could go in the camper to hang something in the camper for all I know. Okay, this is interesting. It is, what was the year? 1964. Mary Poppins, Disney. Now, my daughter Mallory and her husband Will have a vinyl record player, and I cannot wait until they put this record album on their phonograph and play this for the girls, because it includes the hits such as Spoonful of Sugar, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, I Love to Laugh, Feed the Birds, Chim Chim Cheree, Step in Time, Let's Go Fly a Kite. I remember all these. What's the other? Perfect Nanny, Jolly Holiday, Stay Awake. Some of those, I don't remember those, but the ones that I read out in the beginning, I do. And I did pull it out to see if it wasn't very, very damaged, but it looks fine. I mean, it's got some really, really light scratches, but it's not going to keep it from playing in a lovely way. I think it's going to play just fine. And I would know this because I played record albums growing up all the time. And one that looks like that plays just fine. And I know this because I'm old. Okay, what else did I find? All right, Lauren was over here this afternoon with the boys. And we set up baby pools and the pop-up canopy to make a shade. And I set the garden hose and the sprinkler out for them. And we stayed out there 3 hours from 2-something till 5-something in the blistering heat of Alabama. And I forgot that this morning I had found this set of shoes. They look to be brand new. I paid $3, but they are Avia brand memory foam. Anyway, Lauren is tiny. She's 5 feet tall, and she has little bitty tiny size 5.5 or 6 foot. So they say 6. We'll see if Lauren can wear those. All right, what else is down here? This came from Shepherd's Cove this morning. $3. I just think that's got the best workmanship ever. And it may have been, it's so tight, it looks like the kind of thing that was probably wool yarn. and it got washed and dried, and it shrunk up and made it really like a very tight looking weave. I mean, I feel like that's what happened to it. But I think these are gorgeous, bright colors. And I don't know if that would be like, needs to be near a very colorful Christmas tree, an old-timey Christmas tree with a big old, it was my granddaddy, not my great-granddaddy. My granddaddy used to put the biggest C9 bulbs on a 3-foot tree in his living room. And I was just always amazed by that in my childhood. We would go over there for Christmas, and he would have a little bitty tree with a long strand of huge bulbs. It was a little artificial tree. So, so vintage Christmas in my mind is great big C9 bulbs on a little bitty tree. But I think a colorful tree with this near it would be awfully sweet. Okay, speaking of Christmas, I wanted so much. I ended up, for my Christmas china cabinet background, I put a black and red buffalo plaid because I could not find a tartan plaid. I looked in fabric stores, and there was some tartan that I found in fabric stores, but the checks were so tiny, like it's too tiny, and it was too small a scale. It needed to be bigger scale, and I never could find any, and I really wasn't wanting to pay $25 a yard for it. And I'm so glad that I said to myself, you know what, I'll have a whole year to look and see what might be available before next Christmas, and I bet I'll find some tartan. Look at this big roll of fabric. I don't even know how much is in there. It's a lot. But it was with the fabric, so I know it's fabric. $4. $4, and this is going to be what I put behind my Christmas dishes in my china cabinet. So I'm really excited about that. I mean, I loved the way the buffalo plaid looked. That was pretty. But this year, I'll use that. I'll use that. What else is down there? Oh, I can't even reach it. Oh, here I go. This lovely linen tablecloth with that beautiful little detailing. Look at that. That's great. And it's really big. I mean, I'm thinking it's like 5 or 6 feet. Oh, 64 by 64. It was $5. And it's hard for me to pass really beautiful linens because, you know, besides putting them on a table at a bridal shower or a pretty fancy function, besides that, I have used them for curtains. I've used them for any manner of things. Just, my mind's a complete desert right now. It's like there's tumbleweeds going across it. But I promise, I have used them. And there's 2 or 3 little miscellaneous clothing things, but not super interesting, just some basics. So I won't even go into that. But today at the Second Chance thrift store, all right, these 2 sheets, I could tell it was a fitted sheet and a flat sheet, and it says king. And I only have a queen mattress or a queen bed in my bedroom, mine and Ben's bedroom. But we've got a thick mattress to begin with, and then we've got an extra memory foam thing on top of that. So sometimes a king functions better for me, even when it says fits up to 20-inch mattresses. I don't know. Ben is like, he wrestles alligators in his sleep. I don't know what he does, but he can tear up a bed. I'll tell you that right now. He can tear up a bed. I can sleep in a bed, and it's like when I get up, it would be so easy to make it up. It's like you have to rebuild a bed after he sleeps in it. I'm not sure what he dreams about, but he's wrestling something. So anyway, I could either use it there or in my camper because I've got a king-size bed in my little pop-up camper, if you can believe that. The fabric felt so good, and I was like, you know, I feel like this is really high quality. I feel like it's 100% cotton, and I'm going to go ahead and get this, and I won't try to open it all up. But the sweet lady that works there, she said, Oh, I took those home and washed them and laid it out on my bed just to see what size. She said, I often do that with donations. I just take it to my house and see about it before I put it out on the floor. And she said, these are Ralph Lauren. She said, they'll last forever. She said, I bought some about 20 years ago that are the softest, most favorite. And I said, if they're Ralph Lauren, I agree, because I've got some Ralph Lauren sheets that are my favorite. So that's what these are. It's the fitted and the flat. She said, now there's not any pillowcases. And I'm like, who cares? For $5 for the set of this, who cares? I don't mind mixing and matching, for example. Now that's precious. That's precious. See that? This is just a little linen shabby chic pattern. And it looks great with that. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Okay. What else? What else? What else? I've got a little stack of books here. Oh, I do have some more things, but I'll have to stop the camera and then come back to get that other stuff. I forgot all about it. I did find a sweet little counting to read to my grandchildren. I like those little golden books. And these were 25 cents each at Shepherd's Cove. And they are linen, vintage. Well, these are linen, vintage. And this one is the Reader's Digest, condensed. Anyway, it's the kind of books that I like to group together in my home. Okay. Oh, look, I forgot about this. $1 for an actual seashell. Isn't that so pretty? And I do have some authentic coral that came from Key West. Ben's family, they spent a few years of his childhood in Key West. So I've got some coral from Key West. And this can join the coral from Key West. It's real. It's not a resin or anything. It's really, but $1. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay. The last thing from today. Okay. For a girl who loves Blue Willow and already has a pretty good bit of Blue Willow, you might think that she shouldn't try to pick up more Blue Willow. But just in case I want to throw some kind of party where I need like 30 place settings of Blue Willow, I'll be able to do it. Because these 5, they are unmarked. So that means they are, I think that means they could be, what's that, SCIO brand? They are very vintage, I can tell you that. They look very vintage. There's 5 dinner plates. There's 6 cups. And only 3 or 4, I can't remember, they're all wrapped up. 3 or 4 little saucers to go with the 6 cups. Usually the saucers are what survives and the cups get busted up and lost. But the cups that I have are not quite like this. This is unique. So pretty. The entire set. 5 dinner plates, 6 cups, 3 or 4 little saucers for $5. Now, let me tell you, I go in there a lot. And these ladies are my friends. And they know that I buy stuff that is cracked all to pieces that nobody else will buy. So they might be giving me a break on some of this stuff, because those dishes did not have a price on them. And when I brought them up there, I said, how much for those? She goes, I don't know, let me see. And then we got to talking about something else, and then she had them packed up in a box. I said, what did you decide on those dishes? And she goes, oh, $5. She said, is that okay? I said, well, yeah. That's really okay. That's great. So I got that. Now I'm going to run grab. Why do I have that other little set of things? Oh, I know why. Because I stopped. I went to 1 or 2 thrift stores in Huntsville last week. I went with Ben one day to drive for him when he needed to go back to work in his office but he still really wasn't able to drive without his whole leg swelling up. It's still swelling some. He's going to start wearing compression socks if that helps. But, you know, he had a knee replacement. So while he was at work and doing his things, I'm ran some errands and found a few things. So I'll be right back with those. Okay, scooted my camera all around, so I'm probably at a different angle. These two pieces for $2.98. These are placemats, but I went ahead and opened one up so that I could show you what I intend to do. Did you know this was $1.98? These little pillows, this is about the size of a travel pillow if you were to go to Walmart and buy a travel pillow, or if you look at any of the 5 million thrift stores in this country. Let's see. I took a seam ripper and I carefully opened that up, and I might stitch it by hand, or I might just hot glue it. You never know. The thing about hot glue is you can kind of pop that back open to take the cover off to wash it. Well, there were 2 of those placemats, and I know I have another one of these little pillows, but I just want you to look. Most placemats fit the little travel size pillow just about perfectly, and that makes a really good little handy pillow for, you know, a bed or a side chair or your couch, or, you know, just anything. And this is a really nice canvasy embroidered. It's a good, oh, gotta answer this phone call. That was Ben calling me on the phone from another part of the house, because this is the year 2022. Okay. Look how sweet. I think this is the sweetest solid wood, carved from one piece. And I don't know, that the head and neck could have been placed on it separately. I don't know, but for this price, I think he's adorable. He's precious, and I really like him. Okay. Old Testament Studies. This would have been, this was the same place that the green stickers, all the green stickers were half price. So if it's normally $2.50, it was $1.25. And it is a little bit old. A nice kind of really teal green color. I really like that. What else? It's been a minute since I've seen in this bag. It's all the way from last week. Oh my word, I forgot about this. Look at this nice soft jumpsuit. You know, you have to pretty much just strip to use the bathroom when you're wearing a jumpsuit. And I never remember that till after I buy a jumpsuit. They are pretty comfortable, I gotta say. Okay, this was $8.98, but it was yellow tags, half price at the Shakalaka thrift store. Okay, it's the Thrift Mart on University Drive in Huntsville, and it's right next door to the former trampoline park named Shakalaka, and I will always call that thrift store the Shakalaka. The trampoline park is not there anymore, but the brain knows the words Shakalaka. Shakalaka lives on in my mind. Okay, this was a tablecloth that this would have been half of $2.98 for $1.50. It's round, and I bought it for the fabric. I mean, I could use it. It's nice, good navy blue color. I don't know if I'll use it for $1.50, and it's really big. Okay, last find. Nope, that's not the last. Here's one. Here's a $1. Oh, tag came off of it, but this is a charger that I feel like these. What in the world? How do I look? Sounds like Rice Krispies. I can straighten that back out. I have let it sit in a curved position, but I think these go well with basket arrangements on the wall. And I also like for these to be the base on a grouping of pretty things. And I like the natural weave of that. I thought that was really pretty. And here's, we'll end up with something very fun that I think, I'm looking around to see if I've forgotten. I don't think I've forgotten anything. Lord, this room's a mess. I'll clean it up. I have searched and searched for anything that would tell me what this is. It is Haviland. Okay, I was thinking it was Haviland. And I didn't find anything that was the exact, see the little colors in that? They are gold and blue. I didn't find an exact pattern, but the 16.5 inch platters that I did find of this price were a little bit valuable. And I'm trying to remember, this does not have chips on it. It has a funny little stain right there, but I'm not sure what caused that stain, what made that happen. But look, there's pattern on the underside of this, which I find is beautiful. And I did pay $9.99 because I just felt like it's heavy as all get out. I felt like it was beautiful and it was worth it. Okay, it's getting late. And my husband needs me to put water in his humidifier before he goes to sleep. Because he will slay dragons. He will go through surgeries. But he hates to put water in his humidifier. So I got to go put water in his humidifier. Because I'm his favorite person. And he saves those special tasks just for me. And I'm glad to do it. I love him. All right, well, I'll see you on the next, might be a thrift flip video. I don't know what's next. But I love you all, and I do pray. I pray, Lord, I just ask that everyone who watches this video, who hears my voice, can see Jesus in me. I pray that they would look to you for their fulfillment, because no matter how much fun vintage things are, and crafting and all kinds of things like that, no matter how fun that is, it will never fill the God-shaped hole in every one of us, in our hearts. Only you can fill that God-shaped hole. And I pray that everyone would be so drawn to you that they would look for that relationship with you and get to know you and test you and see that you are good, because you are good. Taste and see that I am good. That is what your word says, and I believe it. And I pray these blessings on all of you in Jesus' name.